కోయంబత్తూరులో FMAA నేషనల్ స్టూడెంట్స్ మోటార్ స్పోర్ట్స్ కాంపిటీషన్ ప్రారంభోత్సవంలో KTR మాట్లాడుతున్నారు.
Thank you for your hospitality to the President of Kumaraguru Institutions, Sri Shankar Vanvaraya. Thank you, Shankar. You've been really a gracious host. Thank you very much. Thank you for the company. Thank you for the hospitality. Dr. Raghupati, thank you, sir. And to the students and the motorsports enthusiasts that are gathered here from about 13 different states across our great country, I welcome you all to this beautiful state of Tamil Nadu and to this beautiful city, Coimbatore. Thank you for your gracious hospitality as well. Since you're all motorsports enthusiasts, since you're all fans of racing, I just wanted to start off by talking about a champion, a motor sports enthusiast would certainly know him. Ayrton Senna, the Formula One champion from Brazil. As he had said, on a given day, a given circumstance, you think you have a limit. And you then go for this limit, and then you touch this limit. Something happens to you, and then you suddenly realize you can go a bit further. These words are from Ayrton Senna, who is a champion, like I said, of Formula One racing from Brazil. They capture not just the spirit of motorsport, but also the concept, the idea of human ambition, the spirit of human ambition. Motorsports is not merely about bikes, cars, tracks. It is about testing limits. It is about discovering new frontiers and proving to yourself that with focus and courage, we can always go further than we think possible in life also. Today, standing here amidst all of you young people really gives me a lot of hope, a lot of confidence, a lot of enthusiastic fervor within me as well. This is certainly an extraordinary gathering. As Shankar pointed out, this is the 10th edition, where more than in the last 10 years, more than 10 to 12,000 of you have congregated. And I feel a very vibrant and restless energy, because most of you are not used to sitting and listening to lectures. So therefore, the energy that Ayrton Senna spoke of, the passion to push boundaries, I see it in you, the students, the innovators, the engineers and dreamers, all of you are alike. For you, speed is not merely about moving fast. It is about moving forward. It is about transforming motion into progress. During my time as a minister for about 10 years in Telangana, I represented multiple departments including technology and industries, commerce, urban development, etc. One of the proudest achievements during my term as a minister in Telangana was creation of these innovation ecosystems and letting them work in synergy with each other. T-Hub, which is the world's largest technology incubator, nurtures startups and ideas. And T-Works, which is India's largest prototyping facility, allows engineers, allows hobbyists, allows enthusiasts like you to transform these ideas into tangible prototypes. T-Works and T-Hub stand shoulder to shoulder because vision demands that incubation and prototyping be just a heartbeat apart. Let me also share with you that we have the world's largest innovation campus in Hyderabad, Telangana. It just takes you enough and the same amount of time to sip a cup of tea for an idea to walk from T-Hub to T-Works. Let me also share with you that I'm personally a huge fan, particularly. One of the biggest pushes during my tenure as a minister was to bring Formula E race to India. And I take a great deal of pride in saying that India's very first Formula E race happened in Hyderabad in 2023 on the streets of Hyderabad in February. More than 35,000 people showed up, not just as a spectacle, but as a statement that India is ready for electric mobility, global races, and to ensure cutting-edge technology is leveraged for the benefit of greater good. The response was overwhelming. Citizens embraced it, industries aligned, and enthusiasts cheered. We also made sure that we used that entire time as a mobility week. During the race, we used that entire week, just like how you are conducting this race here over a period of 6 days. We spread that event over 7 days, called it Mobility Week. We announced several investments that came in, from Hyundai Mobis to Mahindra Automobiles, which was also getting into electric vehicles in a big way. And also Amar Raja, which set up one of the largest gigafactories with about 9,500 crores of investment. So not only was it about racing, where you have innovation, where you have research, where you also have incubation and manufacturing, all happening in 3 different clusters as part of Telangana Mobility Valley. Nevertheless, I would like to share with you, even though I'm not in government today, I would like to share with you that the future looks very bright for all of you. The future is one where we certainly, of course, as India, we have problems. We have problems with civic amenities, we have problems with infrastructure, we have some problems in growing as a country with hesitations, but the promise of New India is that we must take bold and daring decisions, we must dream big. To all the young minds here, I would only appeal to you to consider one thing. Do not wait for opportunities, create them. Execute your ideas. Feel the adrenaline like you are on the racetrack. Every turn, every risk, every push matters, because you only have one life to live. Better live it up and make sure that it counts. Let me also share one thing with you. You are a very restless generation. You are not the generation that sits and listens to lectures and listens to sermons. Let me tell you, as restless young bunch, you need to start questioning more and more often. What happens when a young engineer sees a racing car and asks himself or herself, I want to build one like this? I was told a very fascinating story on my way to the campus here by Vish, who accompanied me and who brought me here. He told me about the story of Mr. G.D. Naidu from Coimbatore, about 80 years ago, who had built a fascinating car by traveling all the way to Germany, brought back a car and rebuilt it all the way ground up, from nuts to bolts and to a full-fledged car. If he could do it 80 years ago in Coimbatore, when infrastructure was not as great, when access was not as great, when there was no Instagram, when there was no social media, now I would ask you, I would urge you to consider, and I believe you can do this. My belief is simple. One among you will not just build the car like GD did, but you will also build the engines, you will build the batteries, and you will also build the software behind it. Why not imagine that the next Tesla should come from Coimbatore or Toothukudi, or the next BYD should come from Hyderabad or Vijayawada? Why not? You have to dream, you have to think big. And I would also ask you to consider one thing. It's easy to be a job seeker. It's very easy to graduate, go get a job, and live life in a quiet lane.